Hi everyone, Amy here, and I have a thank you card using a simple stencil technique to share with you today. Now this stencil is part of the July release at A Colorful Life Designs. It's called Striped Balls. It's one of many stencils in this awesome new lineup, so be sure to check out the rest. And I do have a coupon if you want to shop for some stencils and save on your complete order. But I'm just going to do some simple ink blending with my blending brushes and my Date Night ink pads from Catherine Pooler. Now here's a photo of the finished card. Came together really super quickly, and it's just a fun, different way to use your stencils, maybe slightly differently than expected. So to start, I'm just lining up the stencil on top of an A2 size card panel. This is 110 pound Neenah Classic Crest Solar White. And to start on this first layer, I'm just doing a light gray. And I'm achieving this look by simply using residual ink on my blending brush. I don't even have a black or gray ink pad out. I'm just using the ink that's left over on my black blending brush, wow, that's a mouthful, to create the subtle backdrop. And then I'm going to wipe the stencil off with my stamp chamois, get it nice and clean, and then I'm going to come back at it and rotate it in a different location with some color to create a different look. So as you can see, that looked really cool with just the gray. You could certainly stop there, but I wanted to amp it up a little bit and turn the stencil in a different location just to kind of add some more visual interest or depth to the background. So once I get this lined up, I'll put the magnets down again on my Wendy Vecchi station tool, and then I'll get to ink blending with this cummerbund color. So I debated using a couple different colors, but then I decided to just go with that one teal, and I'm going to ink blend directly through the stencil and add this next layer of the design to the layout. So really super easy. Think about your stencils this way, what ones you can kind of pair up with other stencils, or if your stencil can be rotated or flipped over or moved to a different part of the composition to create a completely different look. So that's one of the many things I love about stencils is their versatility in all the different ways that you can use them. So with just this one stencil, you can create kind of a different look depending on how many times you layer it up and how many different colors. So you could absolutely come in again with a third color and rotate it again and add even more interest into this background depending on how busy or how open you want it. So I'm just going to remove these magnets here and show you the fun design. So I'm really pleased with how this turned out. Came together really super quickly. And then I decided I want to cut down the panel a little bit smaller than A2 size. So I have my go-to stitched edge rectangle dies. These are paper rose. So it's going to cut it down slightly smaller than A2 size. So it'll have a nice white border on the card base. And I have my favorite mint tape from scrapbook.com, which is finally back in stock. I'm just going to use that to hold this stitched edge rectangle die down to the panel, and then I'll run it off screen through my Spellbinders Platinum 6. So it gives it this nice cool finished edge and that nice white border against the card base. Now the card base is the same cardstock, Neenah Classic Crest, 110 pound Solar White. So I'm just going to use some tape runner here and attach this panel. Now you could get jazzy with it and pop it up with some foam tape, but I'm trying to keep it pretty simple and flat so it's easy to ship. So I'm just going to line that up and attach it to the card base, easy peasy. And then I'm going to bring the design a little bit onto the inside of the card. So this is a super quick way to kind of add a little something extra. I'm just going to kind of mask off the other areas around and just do one circle on that lower right corner with just some residual ink on the blending brush. So it's not as dark or saturated in color as the front of the card because I want it to be more subtle so I can write over it. But it's a nice way to add a little something unexpected into the inside of the card that ties together with the front. Now this is my sentiment book. I do have some baseball card pockets here where I store a bunch of die cuts so they're ready to go. So I'm just kind of flipping through and seeing what circular options I have. This happy birthday would be fun. I could put something in the center, but ultimately, as you saw in the picture, I decided to make it a thank you card with that cool die cut. So I will link whatever products that are still available in the video description box below. If you expand that area and scroll down, then you'll find the links. But basically I'm just using my little squeezy tweezers here and some liquid glue just to kind of add some glue to the back of this, and I will pounce it off on that scrap sheet just so there's not too much oozing out. But then I'll just attach that to the front of this card here, super easy. but I like the continuity of the circle and the die cut with the background. I think it works well together. Just going to hold it down with a little acrylic block, and that's going to finish the card. You could add some blingage, leave it simple like I did, whatever suits your fancy. So this is a nice, simple, easy way to pull together a card quickly. This could easily be a birthday card, a masculine card. Possibilities are endless. So I hope you will check out the rest of the July release. There's tons of good stuff to check out. And don't forget my coupon if you shop. So thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.